students. In the last class we finished exercise 2, two problems are finished. From the third problem onwards I will continue now. What is the third problem? See, what they gave is modulus of a bar cross b bar is equal to root 3 a bar dot b bar. Then the value of modulus of a bar plus b bar is equal to how much? What they are asking, see. So, modulus of a bar cross b bar, this value is equal to root 3 into a bar cross b bar. Okay. Modulus of a bar cross b bar is equal to root 3 into a bar dot b bar. Then find the value of modulus of a bar plus b bar, that is the question. First, using this, we will find the angle between them. A bar cross b bar will be AB sin theta, modulus is there, na? So this value will be mod A bar mod B bar sin theta. That is that value, modulus of A bar cross B bar. This value root 3 into mod A bar mod B bar cos theta. Clear? A bar dot B bar is equal to mod A bar mod B bar cos theta. A bar cross B bar is equal to this one. So this will cancel. Tan theta is equal to root 3. Sin theta by cos theta. That cos theta will comes to here. This becomes root 3. Then this value is equal to tan 60 degrees. Theta value is equal to 60 degrees. So angle between A bar and B bar, that's value is equal to 60 degrees. They gave a clue. What is the clue they giving? Modulus of A bar cross B bar is equal to root 3 into A bar dot B bar. Then find modulus of A bar plus B bar. That is the question. So using this clue we found angle between A and B is equal to 60 degrees. Then find that value, how much that is. Modulus of A bar cross B bar is equal to square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 60. Cos 60 value will be 1 by 2. 2 will cancel. So this value square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB into 1 by 2. 2 will cancel now. So this is root A square plus B square plus AB. So this value A square plus B square plus AB whole power 1 by 2. That we will get. Is it clear? So modulus of A bar plus B bar, what is its value means A square plus B square plus AB whole power 1 by 2. So third it will be E. First option we will get. Next one, fourth question, see what they are asking. Particle starting from the origin 0, 0 moves in a straight line in the xy plane. Its coordinates at a later time are root 3, 3. The path of the particle makes with the x-axis at an angle of, okay. So this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Clear? one particle is moving in the straight line in xy plane, so that what happened after some time, its coordinates or particle is going like this. So its coordinates will be root 3 comma 3. That is its coordinates. This is the path travelled by the particle. This particle, path travelled particle, how much angle it is making with x-axis. This angle is how much? That is the question. So x coordinate means distance from y-axis. Y coordinate means distance from x-axis. So this distance value will be, obviously it should be more than, okay, you can take any manner. This will be root 3. This value is equal to 3. Okay. So what we will get here, tan alpha is equal to 3 by root 3. That value will be root 3. That value is equal to 60 degrees. Alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Angle made by this line with horizontal, that value is equal to 60 degrees. So fourth it will be C. Clear? Next, question number 5. What they are asking, see. Two vectors are perpendicular. Fifth question, what they are asking, see. Two vectors are perpendicular. When they are perpendicular, their dot product value will be equal to 0. Is it clear? So then what will happen? Check the options one by one. A bar dot B bar. This value AB cos 90. This value will be 0. But they gave A bar to B bar is equal to 1 in the first option. So first option is wrong. Second option, A bar cross B bar. A bar cross B bar is equal to AB sin 90 into n cap will come. Okay. So this value will be AB n cap. So this is also wrong. They gave A bar cross B bar is equal to 0. Third option, A bar dot B bar is equal to 0. That is correct. Fourth option, A bar cross B bar is equal to AB into n cap. That n cap is missing. That's why third option is right for this. Third option, what they give? A bar dot B bar is equal to 0. Correct, this is the wrong statement they gave. What they gave? A bar cross B bar is equal to 0 they gave. Fourth also, A bar cross B bar is not AB. That will be AB into n cap. So fifth it will be C will be correct. Clear? Next. The sixth question. A bar B bar are the two vectors. Projection of A bar on B bar. A bar one vector. How much? 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. B bar is equal to I cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. A bar, B bar are the two vectors. Then projection of A bar on B bar. Projection of A bar on B bar means that value will be equal to A bar dot B bar by modulus of B bar. This is the formula. A bar dot B bar by modulus of B bar. Then you do that one. A bar dot B bar 2I plus 3j minus k dot I plus 3j plus 4k divided by modulus of b means 1 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. Okay. Then 2 into 1, this value will be 2. 3 into 3, this value will be 9. 1 into minus 1 into 4, that will be minus 4. By this is 1 plus 9, 10. 10 plus 16, root 26. So how much we will get this one? This value will be equal to 7 by root 26. So this is the projection of A bar on B bar. That value will be 7 by root 26. Sixth, it will be option B. Am I clear? Simple only. A bar, B bar is given. They are asking find the projection of A bar on B bar. Projection of A bar on B bar, what is the formula? A bar dot B bar by modulus of B bar. That is the question. Next. Question number 7. What they are asking, see. Particle has initial velocity 2I cap plus 3j cap and its acceleration is 0.3I cap plus 0.2 j cap. Magnitude of velocity after 10 seconds. We know the formula V is equal to U plus AT. Initial velocity is represented by the formula, by the symbol U. Initial velocity is equal to 2I cap plus 3j cap. Its acceleration, that value will be equal to 0.3 I cap plus 0.2 j cap. That is its acceleration. Particle's initial velocity is this one. Particle's acceleration is this one. After 10 seconds, what is its velocity? That is the question. Okay, here V bar is equal to what will happen means U bar plus A bar into T. V is equal to U plus AT, that is the formula. When body is moving with uniform acceleration, velocity of the body after time t, that is calculated using this formula. Then V bar is equal to U bar value will be 2I cap plus 3j cap. A bar value will be 0.3 I cap plus 0.2 j cap into 10. Clear? Multiply this two. Then what will happen? 2I bar plus 3j bar plus 3I bar plus 2j bar. So 2 plus 3, this value will be equal to 5I bar. 3 plus 2, this value is equal to 5J bar. We will get this as final velocity as 5I cap plus 5J cap. Answer is given in the form of magnitude. That's why you find its magnitude. How to find magnitude? V bar is, we got now. We got V bar is equal to 5 I cap plus 5 j cap. Modulus of V bar is equal to square root of 5 square plus 5 square. That will be root 50. 25 into 2 we can write this one. 2 into 25. This value will be 5 root 2. Okay. So, what is the magnitude of velocity means? That value will be equal to 5 root 2 units. Clear? Next. Question number 8. What they are asking, see. Question number 8. Vectors are equal vectors. If vectors, two vectors are given, those are equal vectors. Find the value of A. So, I cap minus 3j cap plus 5k cap. I cap minus 3j cap plus 5k cap. Another is I cap minus 3j cap plus ak cap. These two are equal vectors. When these two are equal vectors, these values are equal. Na? So, equal vectors means parallel vectors. Here 1, 1, minus 3, these two will be same. Okay. So, A is equal to 5 is equal to A is equal to 5. Equate the components. Those are equal. This 1, 1 equal, minus 3 equal. 5 and A are equal. So, A is equal to 5. So, 8 it will be A. Option A. Next. Question number 9th. What they are asking. Here different vectors are given. This is A bar. This will be B bar. This will be C bar. Next. This will be D bar. This will be E bar. Next, this will be F bar. A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 vectors are given. Which relation will be the correct relation? That is the question. What is the correct relation here? One by one you check. First, if I am writing here A bar. Okay. Next, see the first one. B bar plus C bar is equal to F bar. This is B bar. Next, C bar. B bar plus C bar, what is the resultant of these two? It will be like this. This is F. F is in opposite direction. So this is wrong. Simple, na? Easy to understand. B bar, C bar. We had to add B bar and C bar means what we had to do? This is the head of B bar to the head of B bar. Tail of C bar should be joined. We joined these two. Then tail of B bar and head of C bar will represent the resultant of these two. So this is the resultant of these two. This is F bar? Any one is in this format? No. So first option is wrong. Next, second option you see. D bar plus C bar is equal to F bar. D bar plus C bar. D bar is this one. D bar plus C bar. C bar is this one. This resultant of these two will be equal to this one. Any of this is in this format? No. So this is not F bar. So this also wrong. Like that you have to verify. Third, understanding? Simple only. Next, C you check. D bar plus E bar. D bar is this one. E bar is this one. Their resultant will be like this. F is also in the same direction. So D bar plus E bar is equal to F bar. This is correct. Clear? Fourth option you see B bar plus E bar. B bar plus E bar. B bar plus E bar. This will be like this. It is quite opposite to it. So that is also the not answer. So C will be the correct option for it. Okay. So once again see, simple only. We will verify one and one. Once again, for your understanding I am repeating. B bar plus C bar. This is B bar, this is C bar. Their resultant will be like this. This is not F bar. F bar is in this direction, wrong. B, what they are saying, second statement, D bar plus C bar will be like this. This is not F bar. So second also wrong. See what they are asking. D bar and E bar. E bar will be like this. This will be in this format. F bar. So C is correct. Next D. What they are asking? B bar plus E bar. B bar plus E bar. This will be equal to this one, which is not F bar. So what is the correct option means? C is the correct option. Remaining all are wrong. Next. Question number 10, you see what they are asking. Angle between the two vectors of magnitude 12 and 18 units when their resultant is 24 units will be. Two vectors are there. Their resultant is 24 units. What is the angle between the two vectors? What is the formula? R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. This is the formula. R square is equal to how much that is? 24 square. P square value will be equal to 12 square. Q square value will be 18 square. 2 into 12 into 18 into cos theta formula. We substituted the values. 24 means 576. 12 square means 144. This is 324 square means. So this multiplication value will be 432 cos theta. 2 into 12 will be 24. 24 into 18 means multiply, you will get 432. This one sum how much you see? 576 is equal to this value 468 plus 432 cos theta. 432 cos theta is equal to 108. Cos theta is equal to 108 by 432. 108 4 times will cancel. This is 1 by 4. This is 0.25. Cos theta is equal to 0.25. You know sum of cos theta values: cos 0, 1, cos 30 root 3 by 2, cos 45 1 by root 2. Sum of the values. This value you don't know. You have to check natural cosines for this. If you write that in this form of cos, this value will be, I am writing here, see, cos theta is equal to 0.25. That value will be cos of 0.25 value will be 75 degrees, 75.52 degrees will come. If you check natural cosines, it will come there. So theta value will be 75.52 degrees. We will get that. Clear? What is the option for this means? C. Just here you have to check natural cosines. This value where here is there 0.25. If you check, that will be 75.52 degrees. So angle between A and B will be this one. Next, after finishing of this, question number 11, printing mistake is there. What is the printing mistake? I will tell you. The figure shows a circular path of a moving particle. If the velocity of the particle at some instant is u bar is equal to minus 3i cap minus 4j cap. Right, minus here, that minus is missing. Minus 3i cap minus 4j cap. Through which quadrant is the particle moving when anti-clockwise and clockwise respectively? That is the question. What they are asking. This is y-axis. This will be x-axis. X and y. Okay, simple question only. Here minus is missing. Write minus. Correction is there. Write this minus. Here this will be first quadrant. First quadrant, both will be positive. X coordinate positive, y coordinate positive. This is the second quadrant. Second quadrant, what will happen? X coordinate will be negative, y coordinate will be positive. So minus plus. In this quadrant, both are minus. This is third quadrant. Next, fourth quadrant, plus minus. This is fourth quadrant. Is it clear? Understanding? In the first quadrant, xy components will be positive. In the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. Third quadrant, both will be negative. Fourth quadrant, plus x is positive, y is negative. Now, this is the vector, na? This vector is in which quadrant? Then tell me. Both are minus. X component minus, y component minus. So, this will be in this quadrant. Vector will be in this quadrant. If it moves in the anti-clockwise direction, like this. This is anti-clockwise direction. Next, it will comes into which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. It is there like this. It is moving in the anti-clockwise direction, means next which quadrant it will comes? It will comes into fourth quadrant. If it moves in the clockwise direction, this one moves in the clockwise direction, means it will comes into this quadrant. That will be second quadrant. Is it clear? Understanding? So, if it moves in the clockwise direction, it will comes into the second quadrant. From here, if it moves in the anti-clockwise direction, it will comes into the fourth quadrant. Okay? 11th, it will be second option. If it moves in the anti-clockwise direction, means fourth quadrant. It moves in the clockwise direction, means it will be second quadrant. 11th, it will be B, second option. Clear? First anti-clockwise means fourth. Next clockwise means it will be second. From here it will come to here. Next. That is about 11th. Question number 12, what they are asking, see. Question number 12. Particle has initial velocity. Here is also printing mistake is there. Already we did this question in the exercise. Where we did? Yes, question number 7. Question number 7 and this one both are same only. So once again, we will do u bar is equal to 2I cap, modify this, 2I cap plus 3j cap, 2I cap plus 3j cap. Here write 2I cap plus 3j cap. Acceleration A bar will be 0.3I cap plus 0.2j cap. T value will be 10 seconds. V bar value will be how much? V bar is equal to U bar plus A bar into T. U bar value will be this one. 2I cap plus 3j cap plus 0.3 into I cap, 0.2 into j cap into 10. This value 3I cap plus 2j cap. So this value 2I cap plus 3j cap plus 3I cap plus 2j cap. Add this to 5I cap plus 5j cap. That is the velocity, final velocity. This is the formula. Here we are using some formulas. Those formulas will come in the next chapters. After this, next chapter will be motion in the straight line. There these type of formulas you will get. Of course it will come for you in the 9th class also. V is equal to U plus AT. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. These are called as the equations of motion when body is moving with uniform acceleration. Clear? So this will come. If you not can, just remember this up to that. We will derive this formula in this next chapter. So V bar is equal to this one. Find its magnitude. What we will get its magnitude? V modulus of V bar is equal to square root of phi square plus phi square. This is root 50 2 into 25. This value 5 root 2. Okay. Next 13th question. What is that? In the board examinations means 10th class exam, theory examinations. You are writing 10th exam, you got 90%, 80%. Then you are coming to the 11th. From 11th you are writing one theory exam and you are going to the 12th. Clear? In that exams what will happen? Sufficient time will be there for you in that exams. So no need to be hurry, but you will be thorough in all questions. 3 marks questions will be there, 5 marks questions will be there, 2 mark, 1 mark, like that some they will be divided. What you have to do thoroughly, if you prepare, you can able to write the examination. There is no question of arising, time is less. I can't write all the questions answers, like that it will not be there. Whereas in competitive examination, here 360 questions will be there in a NEET examination. 360 minutes time will be there, 3 hours time. Sorry, 180 minutes. 180, sorry, both wrong. Wait. 180 questions will be there. This will be 180 minutes. Physics 40, biology 90, physics 45, chemistry 45, totally 180 questions. Time will be 3 hours means 180 minutes. Here you should be fast. Reading skills should be fast. Calculations should be fast. And skip the steps. No need to write each and every step. So, like that if you practice, then you can save the time. Spontaneously you have to write. Or otherwise, if you are increasing the number of steps, it is a time waste process. You can't succeed in the competitive examination. Fast, you have to do that one. Then only, that's why you learn that, try to minimize the steps. Then only it can be by practice only in these 2 years. At the end you will achieve that doing fast. At the initial it will not come. At the starting stage how you should be there, you should be correct. Try to understand. Don't go wrong. Like that first you practice. Then increase your speed gradually. Automatically it will come for you. Don't worry about that. Here what you have to understand is you should be fast, quick and accurate. You are quick and wrong, there is no use with that. Quick and you should be accurate. 13th question, see what they are asking. In the 13th question, uniform force of 3I cap plus j cap Newton acts on a particle of mass 2 kg. A particle is there, its mass is 2 kg. On that particle, force is applied. That force value will be 3I cap plus j cap Newton. This force is applied on this particle. Then particle displaced from 2I cap plus k cap to 4I cap plus 3j cap minus k cap meter. Particle's initial position. This value will be 2I cap plus k cap meter. R2 bar value will be 4I cap plus 3j cap minus k cap meter. What is the work done? They are asking. S bar is equal to displacement you had to find first. This minus this will be displacement. 4I cap plus 3j cap minus k cap minus 2I cap plus k cap. 4 minus 2, this will be 2I cap. This will be 3j cap. This will be minus 2k cap. This is the displacement. 2I cap plus 3j cap minus 2k cap. This is in meter. So what the question, see, there is a particle. Its mass is 2 kg. On that particle I applied this force so that it moves from here to here. Means what is the displacement of the particle means this minus this. We got 2I cap plus 3j cap minus 2k cap. They are asking what is the work done. Work done formula will be F bar dot S bar. We know F bar and we calculated S bar. If we do the dot product between these two, we will get the amount of work done. So what is the work done formula? W is equal to F bar dot S bar. F bar value will be 3I cap plus j cap dot S bar value will be, we calculated 2I cap plus 3j cap minus 2k cap. 2I cap plus 3j cap minus 2k cap. Then what will happen? Dot product. I bar dot I bar will be 3 into 2, 6. Here j is there. 1 into 3, that will be 3. Here no k, so no need to consider that k. So this value will be 9. Unit will be joule. So what is the answer for this is D. Question number 13, it will be D. Simple. By applying the force, we move the particle from one position to another position. We calculate the position vector's difference, which is equal to displacement. F bar dot, this is the formula for work done. This will comes in that lesson. How you should be there? This will comes in that lesson. Work power energy. So up to that you remember this is the formula for work done. Work done formula will be F bar dot S bar. S bar given, S bar calculated. We found the dot product, that will be 9 joules. Next. Question number 14. What they are asking, see this one. The scalar quantity among the following is, you don't know all of these quantities also. Weight will be a vector quantity. Weight formula will be mg. Mass into acceleration due to gravity, that will be weight. That will be a vector quantity. Weight will be temperature gradient. Temperature gradient means change in the temperature per unit length. Change in the temperature per unit length, that will be called temperature gradient. This is also a vector quantity. Electric potential, this will be a scalar quantity. Next, magnitude of the electric field strength, this will be a vector quantity. All will comes in the coming lessons. So here what is the scalar quantity means only this. Okay. Examination when it will be there after 2 years. Okay. There all will complete. Now at this junction of time, I don't know what is potential. I don't know what is electric field strength. I don't know what is the temperature gradient. Like that, no need to fill. All will comes in the lessons. But at this junction of time, this is a scalar. Remaining all are vectors. Like that, if you remember, that is more than enough. Gradually on learning what will happen, easily you can able to understand what are scalars and what are vector quantities. So 14, it will be C. Next 15. 15 what they are giving, particle moves from the point minus 2i cap plus 5j cap to 4j cap plus 3k cap when a force of 4i cap plus 3j cap Newton is applied. How much work has done by the force? They are asking. So 15th what they are asking, see, initial position R1 bar is equal to minus 2i cap plus 5j cap. Final position R2 bar is equal to 4j cap plus 3k cap. When force of 4i cap plus 3j cap Newton is applied, then these are units will be meters. These are we applied force on a particle. Initially particle is here, it came to here. Then what is the work done? Find displacement. S bar is equal to R2 bar minus R1 bar. Okay. R2 bar will be 4j cap plus 3k cap minus 2i cap plus 5j cap. From this, you subtract this one from this. R2 bar minus R1 bar. So, no I is there. So, this will be 2i cap. 4j minus 5j, it will be j. You remember, I from I, you subtract I. From j, you subtract j. From k, you subtract k. Like this minus this, you don't do. This is j and this is I. You can't subtract. Clear understanding? Na? So, minus of minus plus 2i. 4j minus 5j will be minus j. 3k minus 3k only. So this minus, there is no k component, that will be 3k. This is the displacement. Then we got displacement and already the given force. We can calculate the work done using the formula W is equal to F bar dot S bar. So calculate both values, you know na. W is equal to F bar dot S bar. W is a scalar, remember. Dot product of two vectors will be a scalar. So F bar is equal to 4i cap plus 3j cap dot, this value will be 2i cap minus j cap plus 3k cap. 2i cap minus j cap plus 3k cap. 4 into 2, 8. This will be minus 3. This one. No k. This will be 5 joules. So 8 minus 3 will be 5. So option for this will be 15. It will be C. Okay. Next. 16th. Last problem with this chapter will complete. Next, second chapter will be units and measurements. One question will come from that. We'll do that one. That will be simple chapter. Easy and simple chapter. Next chapter, units and measurements. Clear? Next, last question you see. Here in the vectors, this vectors concept up to 10th class came for you. You spend some time on that to understand the concept. Clear? Next. Magnitude of sum of two vectors is equal to magnitude of difference of two vectors. What is the angle between the two vectors? Magnitude of sum of two vectors is equal to magnitude of difference of two vectors. So this value a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. This value a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Both sides you square it. Square root will gone. A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. A square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. A square will cancel. B square on both sides. Bring this one to this side. 4ab cos theta is equal to 0. Cos theta is equal to 0. This is cos 90 degrees. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. So 16, it will be B. That is the answer for that. Next. Okay. With this we will stop this class. Next class onwards we will do units and measurements. Easy and simple topic. One question will come in the final exam.